triple. All right, it's here, the brand new Arrma Notorious 6S. This is my favorite RC car. The entire Arrma lineup, the Notorious and its twin brother Outcast, are my favorite cars that I personally like to drive when I want to go bash. So super excited about this because they just released a brand new version. This is the V6 version, and yeah, it's going to be selling for $600 here at the time of this video. They are also releasing a Creighton V6, so you can pick up either of those. But we'll have links in the description below where you can buy those. But yeah, this is super exciting because it's a long-awaited update to this platform. I think the last time the V5 was released was almost exactly like 4 years ago. So long time coming, and they did make a ton of improvements. Let's kind of go through it. First off, the radio is still the SLT3 radio as before. This is the newer one that does support dynamic stability control. That is not here included on the truck, but it does have the SR315 receiver, which is dual protocol receiver. So if you want to use the stock radio, you can do that, or you can bind it up to another Spectrum radio like the IXSR, my favorite Spectrum radio. So that is a change. Body, as you can see, is different. There are no body clips. So it is using the body clipless attachment system that they've been producing for the last year, since I think the Grom was the first Arrma to have that, but they have that again on the 2 to 3S lineup. And then now here on the Notorious and the Creighton, they got the clipless body. So you just have two little buttons here you push in. You can pop off the body. Here's what it looks like underneath. Quite a bit more bracing, as you can see. It used to just kind of have like a basic brace down the middle, and there's nothing else essentially, but they got all the heavy duty wiring, plastic reinforcement, so this body should be a lot more durable. I think they got rid of the real steel. Looks like there's black metallic paint here in the front and then a matte finish throughout. I assume this is on top of the black paint, so maybe as you wear this down you get the metallic black paint, but so a little bit different. On the front, you can see the graphics are a little bit different, have kind of that resto mod thing going on, even more modern with like an LED light bar, so that's pretty cool. It's not actual lights, but that sticker. Really like the body, continuing the Notorious theme. It also comes in a really cool blue and yellow, like a naval corsair looking fighter, jet paint scheme. That one I think is awesome. I wish they had sent me that one. That one looks sick. But the black one is the traditional Notorious color, that resto mod and black matte finish. So here's what the truck looks like underneath. It is very blacked out than before, so as you can see, almost everything is black. Even the wheel nuts are now black, the shocks are black, the electronics are all different, they're all blacked out. So other changes they made. So first off, EXP chassis. So underneath you got the 7075 chassis from the EXP, super durable. That is the only thing I ever broke on my Notorious. So I had the V5, I also had the Outcast. I did bend the Notorious V5 chassis, never bent the 7075 one. That one is still going strong. I actually sold the truck to a friend of mine, and that holds up really, really well. I know a lot of people think it's not much difference. There is definitely a difference with the EXP chassis. They also have the EXP shocks, so you can see it's got the bleeder holes. So again, an upgrade from the previous edition. These are not completely the whole EXP shocks from like the Creighton EXP, so it still has the standard pistons inside, but you can always upgrade to the machine ones if you want super smooth, but they are a lot nicer than before. Definitely the bleed holes make you able to tune and get the air consistency exactly how you want. Other changes, two-piece center brace. The original one is a single brace with kind of this mount, I guess sort of a large tower here in the middle that was kind of adding additional bracing, but it is lower. You do have the body that now locks into the centerpiece, so that does add more bracing. Should be more durable. The same one could occasionally bend or whatever, but I think the two-piece I never had any issues with, like they have on the Creighton. Center braces are still composite as before, so that's one difference with the EXP Creighton, for example. Nice aluminum sliding motor mount, 40 by 74 can motor, 2050 kV. I don't think there's any changes there. Heatsink might be slightly different, I can't tell, but for essentially that motor is the same. The ESC now is a little bit different. They retuned the firmware, so again, that was maybe the only other complaint I have about my Notorious. It didn't seem quite as quick as some of the other brands out there, but the new stuff from Spectrum, the firmware stuff is really, really fast. 4 to 6S capable. Even the body now says 4 to 6S, so that is something they've been doing, is kind of changing the marketing or the you know, I guess the slogan on these cars. 25 tooth servo horn on the Spectrum SX62 servo. Super good servo. I think the best servo that comes on any RTR. Very fast. I think it's down to like 0.12 seconds or something. Tons of torque. Does have the EXP top plate as before, so that's been coming on like the newer Arrma 6S vehicles like the Big Rock. Does have the EXP diff. So the LSD EXP diffs are much more heavy duty than the original V5 diff, so spiral cut, tunable. They are limited slipper diff plates in there, so you can tune the diffs how you want. Basically, that's the only issue I think most people really had issues with. The diffs, you know, you could strip them or whatever, but the EXP diffs are super durable now. Great improvement there. Wing mount has been redesigned, so it, again, I never broke my wing mount, but my buddy that has my Notorious V5, he's broken several wing mounts, so it's nice to see they redesigned that. The wheelie bar is a little bit different again as well. The body mounts are obviously a little bit different. And the last couple things to note, raised side guard. So again, this kind of interlocks with the body, prevents dirt from getting here into the chassis as much, keeps your chassis a lot cleaner, less likely to tear things up. And then they added a steel rear plate here, so pretty nice. Looks super durable. It is shiny metal color. The rear end could definitely get scratched up from rocks, from slamming the tail on things. So nice little bit of durability. Did nice and protect your 7075 chassis there. That's pretty much it as far as I can tell. I think the rest of the truck looks about the same, just blacked out a little bit more. But overall, really nice updates. And then price-wise, $50 increase. I think considering just the chassis alone is more than $50 expensive than the previous chassis. I think you're getting all that plus a bunch more stuff, the EXP diffs, all that good stuff. In terms of other stuff that you get, they are starting to include these nice tools. So I think it's a 2mm, 2.5mm hex wrenches, stickers, of course. You got the manual, which is always really good. So yeah, nice little package overall. The diff shims, that is always a good idea to check your diffs occasionally. As the gears wear, you know, over time, you definitely will want to double check, make sure your shims are set correctly, and then nice little wheel wrench as well as a T-wrench there. So there's a quick look at what you get. Next thing we gotta do is take it out and drive it. All right, here we go. The Arrma Notorious V6, all new and improved. We got a 6S pack in there. Punch cranked up to max. I also set my droop screws, always a good idea with any 6S car, just to make sure you're not overextending shocks or anything like that. Set the endpoints. I am running my IXSR radio. Big fan of this radio. Definitely get more performance with this. No AVC or anything like that. Stock receiver. And yeah, okay. Super windy day today. Probably like 20 to 30 mile per hour winds, but we'll see what we can do to make it happen. Easy to control. Simple backflips, wheelies, nice. It's been quite it's been quite a while since I've done oh man, it is windy. So apologize for the wind noise. A little dark right now as well. We're getting into winter here. All right. So one thing to realize with the stunt truck is when it's doing wheelies, it can't steer, obviously, because the front tires aren't on the ground. So just something to be aware of. All right, suspension feels good. A little bit of chassis slap. Awesome. Seriously, like the best Arrma, to me at least. Some people like the crane, some people like the on-road stuff. For me, yeah, I prefer the stunt truck stuff. It's almost impossible not to backflip these things. Rotate so much in the air. Truly a ridiculous car.
That is it.
It's like body popped off of it. Oh, I'm not sure that's right. Double. I mean, how can you not love that? Okay, so the other thing, they did update the firmware in the EC. I would agree, this thing, it does feel faster than before for sure. Effortless doubles. Woohoo! In a while. It's been a minute since I've had one of these. Oh man. Backflip for days. Not quite lined up. Let's go this way. No, oh, landed it too, man. So there are multiple ways you can backflip. I like backflipping like that, where I just do a nice even rotation in the air all the way. That's one way to do a backflip. I think it looks a little more stylish. Or you can do that, where you do a real quick backflip and then center it and just drop down the last 10 feet or whatever, you know. You do that, kind of the double. You go halfway up, pause for a sec, do another full rotation. Maybe we'll try a late flip. You do the late flip. So the no flip. So a lot of ways to backflip. Just depends what your style is. I definitely prefer this style. It just looks, I don't know, it just looks a little bit more clean and like just the perfect backflip, perfect timing, even all the way, whatever. But you know, just thought I'd show what was going on there. Well, that's fun. What do we do, about 20 backflips in a row? Let's try another jump. Getting crazy windy out here, like way too windy. Somebody was telling me I can't do like little mini flips or like little mini backflips are harder for some reason. I don't really agree with that, but all right, it is way too windy. A little bit on the front end there. Check the thing out. Looks like the body popped off. Looks okay otherwise. Let's go again. saved it. Triple 30-foot triple. Landed it clean. Body did pop off though. Well, there you go. Arrma Notorious V6 first run on a couple 6S packs. A monster as always. Started crashing it there at the end when I was trying to do some front flips. I definitely need to crank up the brake to do front flips, because out of the box it's set up for backflips to basically autocorrect pretty easily, but for front flips I would say you want to crank up the brake. But yeah, truck drove amazing as always. Tires had good traction. Power, it does seem increased. I would definitely say yeah, there's more power than before. Suspension tuning is really good. Everything actually worked pretty well. It looks like I did break a rod end there at the end. So let's see, I think, yeah, there, this guy right here looks like it's cracked. So, you know, $5 part or whatever. I landed it like completely upside down, but the body held up, so that was pretty cool. Let's look at the chassis. Chassis looks totally straight there. So, yeah, just need to fix a shock rod end. Any other thoughts? Oh, the body can pop off. So when I did a triple 30 feet high, the body did pop off. So you know, you do have to snap that back on, but you trade off convenience for a little bit of basically not staying on quite as well as the body clips, which would never basically fall off unless you broke the body. So yeah, overall truck looks really good. Quite impressed. Looks like I got a couple little cracks forming there, probably from that slam upside down. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the like, share, subscribe buttons. Look for more videos soon. Thanks for watching.